he would step across the line. Habitually. He's a habitual line stepper.
You make me happy. Thank you all for tuning into the Habitual Line Steppers podcast. I'm Garrett Charles Langley Henson.
I'm Terry Ricardo DeShazo, the second.
And I can humbly say that you're listening to one of the best podcasts in the entire world.
Humbly. Hey, wait, before we get started, don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, and the Hurricanes are on to the Eastern Conference Finals, baby. Let's get it.
Did they call it the Eastern Conference Finals the same as the
NBA? It's the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh.
Eastern Conference Finals, baby. Okay. It's like, nah, I have no idea. I literally don't know. I just know they're past the second round, and it's like the finals before the finals. So we're back, baby. Raleigh, North Carolina.
Like NHL coincides with like astrology, and they planned all their events around like the waxing and waning of Saturn's moon.
I don't fucking know. I have no idea.
It's all white people, so I assume that they're tapping right into their fan base.
I honestly have no idea. I'm probably gonna go to a bunch of the Eastern Conference Finals games though, so I'll put some of that shit on our social media. That'll be dope. I'll show y'all how Raleigh gets down.
Vibe definitely went downhill after they replaced the beer with quinoa and kale cups.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. There's still big ass beers here. Anyways, let's move on to another team that might not make it or may make it to the Eastern Conference Finals in the NBA. But the Boston Celtics.
Huh. The quinoa and kale cups themselves.
Yo, what you're wearing right now is so fucking sacrilegious. A fucking Celtics hat and a Knicks shirt. I don't even want to talk to you. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm not fucking with that. If I could knock that hat off your head, I would.
I'm a leprechaun from the Bronx.
Let's get it, son.
I'm looking for Ice Spice at the end of my rainbow.
Ooh. Shake that ass. Give her 500,000. You'll do it. Shout out Jordan Poole.
Moms?
Come on. I saw it. It was a little crazy.
Yo, move over, Ice Spice. She got a whole ice tray. Her mom.
That shit. There was a lot going on there. She looked better than Ice Spice. I ain't gonna lie. Like just the face, for sure. I didn't see the cakes though. They just showed a frontal picture, so I don't know.
You can see the cakes from the front.
I've been deceived by that many times, so I'm never gonna say like, "Oh, I can see she's got a fat ass from the front." Then they turn around and you're just like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's just a lot of width.
Yeah, she got the birthing hips with no ass. I'm like, all right, cool.
Not this bitch. Not Mama Spice. Not Mama Sim.
No.
Not Mama.
Oh god.
But I tell you,
all right.
Tatum, he was spicy in this game. 1 for 14 for 7 points in the first 3 quarters. He texted Kobe Bryant at the end of the third quarter and it came up green. And then he decided to go as a man on a mission. In the last 4 minutes, this man scored 16 points, single-handedly propelling the Boston Celtics to victory. Over the Philadelphia 76ers. Terry, where do you want to start with this game?
I mean, it was a good game until the fourth. The Sixers really got tight at the end, man. And you could, feel the vibe. I actually, when I'm watching the Sixers games, especially at home, I'm definitely turning up the volume. Because, kind of like the Knicks, Philly fans, they can fuck up your whole mood. You can just, feel the crowd starting to turn on you. And the players just kind of get tight and they start playing bad. And it's just man, they could be a better home crowd. That's all I'm about to say. If you're just because your team's missing a couple of shots doesn't mean you have to be like, oh god, oh we're about to lose, oh god, and Doc Rivers is panicking and shit. Oh, it's over. Start murmuring. Just cheer. Cheer.
They can feel it happening, man. It's like Atlanta. It's like we know Caps is coming. We can say it's like a Jedi. I felt the disruption in the Force, and the disruption is that we're about to blow this series.
Hey, look, you can just cheer defense loud as fuck on every possession. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be on defense. They were just oh god, Tatum, he's gonna hit 6 threes. Oh god.
I heard they had a different cheer. It was like Danwell. Danwell. Where the fuck is Danwell House, the hero of Game 5? Didn't get a 6 Game 6.
Are you serious? I thought I saw him. No, he played. He played.
I think 6 minutes in this game.
Yeah. He was in. He didn't do much. He hit 1 3.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming.
I mean, when you guys are at it, Tobias Harris is invisible for the entire game. PJ Tucker is jacking up 3-pointers like he's Steph Curry. Georges Niang will shoot anything as soon as it touches his hands. And it's like, who's going to have a breath? Who's going to be patient? Like, who's going to punish the defense for something instead of just like taking what they're giving you? I thought Jalen McDaniels could have been helpful. Banwell House could have been helpful. No, all smalls. Let's play against Robert Williams and Al Horford, and we'll put Georges Niang out there, and we'll try to spread them out.
Excuse me. There's an MVP on that team, and I'm not talking about James Harden.
Is there?
And didn't show up. Didn't show up in the fourth. Where is the MVP? Make shots. You have the biggest disadvantage in the whole fucking game. No one can guard you, bro. Don't act like Al Horford can guard you. He can't. You got to hit those middies. He's wide the fuck open. Like, a little contest is doing nothing. It's shooting over a chair, bro. Horford can't stop that shit. I saw he rimmed one in and out. I saw some sloppy turnovers, as usual. He always does that. You know, that's just Joel. It's on him, bro. I'm not blaming nobody else. I'm not blaming Doc for putting different people in and all this bloobity-blop bullshit. You got to, like, dominate. You got to finish it out. It's up to him, bro. But, you know, you can go ahead and talk about whatever you want to talk about. I think Joel Embiid should have closed it out, and he didn't close it out. I've seen him close games like that plenty of times this year.
When a Robert Williams rejuvenation back in the starting lineup, they're like, oh, the old Time Lord is back.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be like, old Time Lord, new Time Lord. I don't give a fuck. I'm the MVP.
Doesn't matter.
Ain't nobody guarded me. And he allowed him to have like a little resurgence for them to find their identity back. According to Bill Simmons, Terry, or no, I think it was Zach Lowe, actually. According to Zach Lowe, the Celtics, since Game 2 against the Atlanta Hawks in the playoffs, have had the worst defense in the entire NBA. It would have been the worst in the regular season.
I mean, the defense has been... I've told you that, though. I told you their defense is trash.
The Sixers put up 86 points against that defense. It's a must-win closeout game at home.
Hey, your boy James Harden turned into James Harden. You know, 13 points, you know, trying to play point guard. Pick who you're going to be, man. You can't just change from game to game. Like, oh, I'm going to be 40 points a game Harden this game. Oh, next game, nope, I'm Jason Kidd. You know, I'm not going to shoot much. Pick who you're going to be, man. Yeah. Fucking be good or don't. Maxey.
I'd like to just see him go down being aggressive because it's like, they were pulling the bigs out the paint. Like, the spacing I thought was working to an extent. And Robert Williams is on the perimeter and Al Horford is not that, like, I don't have to worry about you too much as a weak side, like help protector and rim protector.
No.
But
not now, no.
I felt like Maxey and Harden, they had all this space to attack, and they rarely did it. And I was looking for more from Maxey, who can, like, turn anything into a fast break at a moment's notice. And it's like, you saw a couple times, Robert Williams was out there with his hands on his hips, puffing and sucking air. There were 3 times in the fourth quarter where Maxey just blew right by him to the rim. And it's we need to see more of that. Like, don't abandon it. Also, when you have success, you blow past Robert Williams 4 times in a row, and then the next 5 possessions are turnaround fadeaway jumpers by Joel Embiid.
Yeah, I think the problem with Maxey is, like, don't get me wrong, he's fucking really good at times, but he can only go right, bro. That's his biggest problem. It's like every time, if they force him to go left, he's just like, all right, I'm going to just pass it and we can work ourselves into the offense. But if he's going right, unstoppable. Like, straight up unstoppable. Like, he was killing them every time. It's too one-dimensional, man. You got to change up your game. He can't change it now. It's too late. We're going to have to wait until next season to see some shit like that. But I mean, he was aggressive at times. He picked his spots. He played okay. But it's not up to him. It's Harden and Embiid, bro. Harden was 4 for 16. He gave you another stinker.
For them not
another one
advantage of Jason Tatum, like full Terry Ivo for 3 quarters, and for this not even to be a close game, and then to pull away in the last 4 minutes like that. This really feels like in soccer when you miss a breakaway goal. It's like we know what's going to happen on the other end if you fuck up a guaranteed goal. And that's a
man.
Not watching this game from the 76ers.
Because what was the score when they were going down the stretch? So at 84, they're winning 83-81 after, you know, the refs kind of fuck up the free throw thing.
You want to talk about that?
So, like, Tatum fouls Maxey on a take foul. Tatum's already having a shit game. That's before he even gets started making any of his threes. So at that point, I'm like, all right, Tatum's absolute garbage. Like, it's just done. He's done. I saw him miss a wide open 3. He fouls Maxey on a take foul. They let Embiid shoot the free throws because I think they called it a take foul or called it something, and Embiid took the free throws. They gave him 83. They played another possession. Ball goes out of bounds off of Robert Williams. They challenged that. They get the ball back, but then they're like, hold on, take the points away because Embiid wasn't supposed to shoot the free throws. It was actually supposed to be Maxey. So it's 81-81. Then Maxey knocks down both the free throws. I'm just like, that could have went south. I mean, they still lost, but at that moment, I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing, refs? But anyway, go ahead.
I was like, can we just replay the whole fourth quarter? I've never in my life seen somebody go back. Like, as you said, it was like 2 plays in the future. Like, they had already turned the ball over again and given it back to the Sixers.
Yeah.
Never in my life have I seen them retroactively go back the play before the play that happened. And
it was
like that's a practice I've never seen, and I hope I won't see it again. Y'all miss calls all the time. Like, are we gonna replay the fourth quarter every time you miss a call? No.
They miss a lot. They definitely called some bullshit last night. And that goaltending, when Embiid just blocked the shit out of whoever put that. I don't even remember who put the layup up, but he clearly blocked that. Like, didn't hit the backboard. It was still going up. And they're like, goaltending? I'm like, hold on.
Maxey had one like that too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He blocked one. I think they let that one go. I'm not sure. I don't remember or not. I had it on mute for that second, but
no, they let it go, but then they went back 3 minutes later and they decided that we're they're like, hey, Maxey, go right back to the place you were where you were shooting like this. All right, Robert Williams, you go back to the block. Like, this
I
is
don't know.
the equivalent of, like, in football, like, snapping a ball when there's 0 on the play clock, and it actually was a delay of the game, but you scored, or you got a first down, and then the next play after the first down, you scored a touchdown. And we do the touchdown, and it was like, wait a minute. Before the touchdown, the play clock was at 0, so let's take all of it back. It's just something I've never seen before. It goes way beyond VAR, which takes this, like, celebrations out of the game and ruins things all the time in soccer. This is, like, probably the grossest misapplication of instant replay I've ever seen.
It was pretty bad, but
let's not again in the finals. Let's just make sure this is a one-time deal. We fucked up, put out a statement, never again. I don't want to see that again.
After seeing the end of that game, though, where Embiid, I don't think, took a shot after the 4th minute mark. He missed like an 18-foot midi, and I believe it was like 87-83 at that point. He never took a shot after that. It was like Harden got blocked, Maxey went to the free throw line, PJ Tucker missed a fucking corner 3 wide open, and like Daniel House shot a 3 or some shit. Embiid didn't shoot another shot from 4 minutes until the end of the game. That's fucking ridiculous. I don't know if that's the team not recognizing what the fuck's going on. I don't know if that's Embiid not getting the ball, like asking for it, like demanding it.
Yeah, probably a little bit of both. Like,
you can't be doing that though. This is like, you're at home, win this fucking game.
I can't imagine like the Nuggets being down 4 and then being like, let's not let Jokic touch the ball for 5 possessions in a row.
Impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah, it could never happen. But also,
it will never happen.
Jokic would post up and demand the ball right on the top of the square. Like, if you don't give him that shit, he's gonna come find you and go get the ball. Like,
yeah, we don't want to. It's tough to not compare them all the time, but like, Jokic he can just do shit and Embiid can't. He can dribble the ball up if he needs to. Embiid can't do it with his clunky ass.
They blew this shit. They blew the MVP.
Embiid.
White.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if Embiid blew this game for me. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. He blew this shit. He didn't get the ball. 4 minutes. What was it? Oh, let me check the score one more time at the 4 minute mark.
It was top.
Where he did.
I swear, with 4 minutes left, then Jason Tatum started going ballistic. Doc Rivers started turning Nate McMillan. PJ Tucker, like, I'm going to be Randy Foye. And it all just collapsed. And Jaden McDaniels is like, I'm just going to sit here and watch.
No, you know what? I lied. At the 5:39 mark, when it was 83-81, that was the last.
After the foul they reached.
After all that. That was the last time Embiid shot the ball at 5:39. I'm mistaken. I thought it was the 4 minute mark. 5:39. Dude never got a shot after that.
Sheesh.
You call yourself a fucking...
That's not even how I remembered it. I remembered he had like those 4 turnaround ones. I guess they came a little earlier. And then I guess he just lost confidence and was like, take us home, James Harden.
Keep shooting. Nah, man, keep shooting the midi. I've got no problem with him shooting the midi. He was 9 for 19. I mean, that's a normal Embiid game around 50%.
Yeah.
Keep shooting, bro. Fuck it. You'll make it.
They had a hard time when they put the 2 bigs out there because it's like PJ Tucker was not offensive rebounding over Al Horford like that or Robert when it switched the other way. So it's like they were just playing 4-on-4 at that point and getting all the offensive rebounds. So it's like even when Joel Embiid shoots that fadeaway or whatever, the face-up jumper from the elbow, if he misses, who's going to extend the possession? Who's crashing the floor?
It's done.
Nobody. Yeah, it's one and done.
It's so pretty much done.
They're happy to let you shoot long 2-pointers that you have no chance of getting a second possession on. They're like, go ahead, do that 10 times in a row, Joel Embiid. We love that. That was just like the Sixers. They're like, Marcus Smart, 16 shots. You got 22 points tonight. How many are you going to have in Game 7 when you take 16 shots?
No, that's true. This is why, like, Tobias Harris kind of messed up the roster configuration because he's, like, too good.
You mean Elton Brand?
Nah, I mean, like, Tobias is good. His contract is a little high. Like, he's almost at that level to get that contract, but not quite there. He can't get rebounds, and he doesn't knock down threes consistent enough. So it's like he's an in-between. I don't even know what to call this motherfucker. He's like a worse Rudy Gay. I don't even he needs the ball. He's not good when he doesn't have it. He doesn't really do much for me.
He had that great game where he was like fire on his ass and he was hustling and he had like double-digit rebounds and was diving on the floor to get loose balls over Marcus Smart. And it was like, all right, well, empty the take for this series.
Yeah, but it's like if he doesn't score, he does nothing. Yeah, he adds no value to the team. So I don't know, man. Do you think it's a championship
team?
How
you play him at the fucking 4?
He can't rebound. You're right. I mean, after that pick and roll, if Embiid shoots the midi, it's done. Possession's over. For the most part, they did get a couple offensive rebounds, but they had like maybe 1 or 2 in the fourth, and they had 6 overall. But you're right, bro. I don't know. Are they a championship team? That shit last night, they had it. And that last 5 minutes thing it looked like the Ben Simmons era. I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah. I mean, this is why I did not pick them going into this season to make the conference finals because
I don't think,
I got questions about their playoff medal, first and foremost, starting with Joel Embiid, who's never been past the second round. Second of all, James Harden, who notoriously melts down and is not the same player in the playoffs. And then third with Doc Rivers, who's lost 5 Game 7s in a row and multiple 3-1 leads and is losing a duel to a rookie head coach who's taking advice from Marcus Smart on lineups before Game 6. Like
he made some adjustments though, Joe Mazzulla did
at the behest of his players.
He's not really a good coach though, but they're better than the Sixers.
Doc has had his good moments where he's pressed the right buttons, and last night I don't know. I don't think he pressed any buttons. Like he just ran everyone out there for 45 minutes. His adjustment was like, "We're losing." George's Niang.
I mean,
from space to floor.
PJ Tucker is shooting like 40%, right, on like corner threes. What fuck am I supposed to do? Like, dude, if they leave 8 feet of space,
it's the volume, bro. It's the volume.
I know, but like, if you're wide open and that's your fucking shot, if he's not gonna make that,
this is why PJ Tucker cannot play that much. Like, that's the fucking reason because they're just gonna him and force him to shoot, or he'll be completely nothing. Like, you gotta play high leverage moments, 25 minutes a game, something like that. Anything over that is like you're taxing your offense.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. It's tough, though, because he does play decent defense on Tatum and Brown, so it's like, pick your poison. But the weird thing about what Mazzulla doesn't do, it's like, if you see that Tatum and Brown are kind of struggling offensively, give him a fucking rest and let him guard PJ Tucker. What the fuck? And then fight, and then like have Smart and White and Brogdon just fight over the picks. Let Brown and Tatum take fucking breaks. It's so fucking simple.
Sounds like a great strategy to me.
This dude's a dumbass. Whatever. You got anything else to say about this? I think the Celtics are winning Game 7.
You think Kobe's picking up Jason Tatum's call now in the afterlife?
No.
He's not.
Well, Probably not, because Tatum just fucking simmed the game into the fourth quarter and was like, oh, all right, let me jump in. Let me jump in and play real quick. My bad, guys. I'm back. And just fucking wins it. All right. Yeah, bro, if Tatum's winning a game versus Joel, come on, bro. You got to give me something. I don't give a fuck about anything else. You didn't shoot the ball for the last 5 minutes and 39 seconds. Come on. I'm out. I've been out, but I'm already out. I'm out again.
MVP.
I will say, bro, if he does end up winning this game and they have home court for the rest of the whole playoffs because they had a better record than the Nuggets, the pressure's on, buddy. Oh, you got to get this.
God, I would hope that we get Sixers Nuggets in the finals. God.
Oh, that's a dream.
That's a dream. That is a slippery wet dream right there.
That's a hell of a dream. It's either that. I don't know. I guess any scenario I'd watch.
Miami Heat. No.
You don't want to see the Heat in the finals?
I don't.
Big Butler?
I don't think, like, he's done so well, but it's like they just don't have the horses for me to.
He's hobbled right now.
I just don't. I was like, that's going to be a short finals, I believe.
Maybe. I don't know. Coming up is Jimmy Butler, the best player we've seen in the last 10 years.
Real talk. But yeah, like you were saying, Jason Tatum simmed the game in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, DeAndre Ayton simmed all the way through. It was like SpongeBob. Like, all right, I'm going to head out of here. Go on vacation. Man. We'll talk about that after we come back from our first break. Terry, last night the sun set on Phoenix as the Suns were eliminated from the playoffs 4-2 by the Denver Nuggets in embarrassing fashion after they were blown out by 30 points in the first half.
Horrible.
Their last 3 playoff runs, they blew a 2-0 lead versus the Bucks in the NBA Finals and let Giannis drop a 50-piece on them to lose in Game 6. They lost by 33 in Game 7 against Luka and the Mavericks last year in a must-win game after being up 3-1. And then this year, after adding Kevin Durant, the pepperoni on top of the pizza, the cherry on top of the sundae, they got down 30 in the first half and lost by 25 in an elimination game. So let me ask you, is Kevin Durant going to be playing for the Nuggets next year?
Nah. It's not that big of a collapse. It's got to be a huge collapse for him to switch teams like that. But
it's only the third biggest collapse in NBA postseason history, back-to-back years by the same team. There's only been one game in the whole playoffs that a team lost by more in elimination.
Oh, yeah, you're saying just like by point value? Yeah, I guess. I mean, look, I'd like to thank the Phoenix Suns, though, for giving me a good night's rest. Down 30 a half. I was out. I'm done. Why even act like you guys are gonna come back? No Ayton, no CP3. That's fucking done, brother. That's done. You guys are. I think though, honestly, you want to talk about the Suns? Like,
sure.
Next year?
I'd love to.
If Booker can stay healthy, this team could be fucking really good, man. They can set themselves up for greatness. Because, bro. The last I think 2 regular seasons he's played less than 60 games and he played like maybe 50 this year. If he can give you 70, KD I don't know about KD, but if Booker can play like 70 something games and he sets them up, like if he plays that many games, I think their record is going to be good enough for them to at least have, a bigger home court advantage. I know they lost at home.
Has he ever played 70 games in his career?
I think in the early years, I actually have him pulled up on my fucking game. He played 53 games this year. Yeah, he played 70 games in 2020.
Okay. Is that the only time?
And he played 70 games his rookie year and his sophomore year.
All right. Young book.
Yeah. But he hasn't played 70 games in the last 3 years. 67, 68, 53. You can always write him for an injury, but I don't know. I mean, the way he played in this series kind of gives me hope for like what he can do in the future and like take a next step. I mean, of course, he's not going to shoot fucking 70-something%, but like if he could just get to a spot and it doesn't matter what anybody is doing and you can just score whatever, the Suns just need to add some more pieces. Ayton's he's gone.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. How they add more pieces. Chris Paul is owed $30 million for next season.
Ugh, those stupid ass
You guys have
contracts
no
at the end of
picks
the
whatsoever to trade. You got
KD.
not a single young player on your roster that has value. You're already in the luxury tax and are like $5 million away from the second apron, where it just got put in the new CBA. That's extremely penalizing.
Yep. Which I feel like
they
is
got no
crazy,
flexibility to add players. They got no resources to improve this team. And the only way they could do it is by trading DeAndre Ayton, who missed game 6 with bruised ribs.
I'm not going to question nobody's
I'm
toughness.
questioning DeAndre Ayton's toughness.
Nah, I'm not going to question. I could question his effort in an actual game.
His toughness and his effort. Motherfuckers play with broken ribs in the NFL routinely. I cracked my ribs playing rugby, and I didn't even notice it. I just thought I had like asthma shit and problems with my breathing. Like, you're playing basketball, not football, not rugby, not sports where people routinely play through broken ribs. You got bruised ribs and you can't play?
Rib contusion, brother.
Sound like a bruised ego to me that I was the number 1 pick, and now Bismack Biyombo and Jock Landale are getting played over me by Bonnie Williams voluntarily.
Do you think he's gotten better since his rookie year?
Yeah, he got better his second year, and has gotten worse every year since then.
I mean, he was better his second year, then he got hurt because he only played in like 38 games or something like that. And I think that kind of fucked his shit up. But they gave him the contract. They were scared. They were scared to do it.
He didn't want to be out there. You could see all over his face. He was waiting for this shit to be over. He hates his team. He hates his coach. They got no chemistry. They hung him out to dry at the end of next season, never resolved it, and we're just like, we'll bring it back and do it again. Like, he's done there. And if I'm another NBA team, I heard them floating like on the drop today. Would the Hawks be interested in a DeAndre Hunter, John Collins for DeAndre Ayton? Absolutely not. Like,
you got a combo.
Yeah, what team in the league would want to like give up premier assets and for a dude who's making $28 million a year?
He's got that to buy
soft as baby shit as a fucking 5.
Yeah.
Refuses to play with bruised ribs, and when he is out there, is shooting a whole bunch of mid-range jumpers and flips and won't rebound. Like, this is not a winning player. This is not a dude who you can go anywhere with. Like, go send him on the Rockets and let them tank. But all the teams in the league who are looking at this, like, this is tough for Phoenix. I don't know where you're going to be able to move him to. You may have to attach an asset to him to get rid of him. And because of that, it's like, you say the Phoenix Suns going to be scary next year? With who?
Booker and KD, man. CP3 doing his same bullshit.
Doing the same thing. They got that blown out.
See, here's the thing, though. Like, you can get a couple players because of Aiden's contract. So I think all they need to do is just add depth. Like, if you lose Ayton, get a serviceable fucking big, like, fucking, I don't know, Alex Len played fucking fine. Like, all these backup bigs. You don't need it. You don't need, like, this fucking great 5-man. Like, if they can literally just add a couple more players to add to their depth, you got KD, Kev, and Devin Booker. All you need is a bench and another dude that can shoot. They don't need, like, fucking another third star for Ayton. Aiden's trade value shit. Even at his highest, it still wasn't that fucking great. They just need a couple role players. Honestly, you don't think with a couple role...
There's no doubt about it. They should have moved him last summer.
I don't know if anybody wanted him. I don't know what the fuck. Like, if you heard that Monty Williams and DeAndre Ayton didn't talk to each other for like almost a season, like, why didn't you get rid of him before the season started?
Chris Paul hates him. Like, the lyric hates this guy.
He hates himself. He's playing like shit.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. Does he even like playing basketball?
So. He didn't look like...
He's just tall.
Never looked like he likes playing basketball. He looks like that and has no passion or desire whatsoever.
God
how many other players would not play with bruised ribs?
How many players would love to play with KD, Devin Booker, and Chris Paul?
Doc Landale could have been missing a foot, and he still would have been out there.
No, 25. Like Vucevic?
Yeah, dude, it's just disgusting. The number over
Give me
Luka
somebody.
Doncic. This is the guy who you were like, he's going to lead our franchise into the promised land. The cornerstone who we're
Bro.
picking looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane.
Yeah, we're all right. Bill Simmons is right. This big man shit is done. Jokic and Embiid, that's your guys. There's nobody. If you don't have a skilled big that's gonna be that fucking good, fuck that. Get a swingman or maybe a guard. But a swingman, that's the number one. Get a 6'7", 6'8" dude that's versatile. Fuck all this fucking 7 foot. Oh, he might change the trajectory of us. James Wiseman.
No.
You should have got LaMelo Ball. Get people that can do shit with the fucking basketball. Don't get people that need you to pass them the ball so they can do shit. That's done. You can't win a championship with those motherfuckers. That's fucking done. Play like ass. He's whatever, bro. I'm out. I'm out on them. They might be okay if they. You got to trade them. If they don't trade
Monty
them,
be their coach next season?
Ah, man.
After of two of the 4 worst playoff elimination game performances in NBA history, in back to.
What do you think?
No.
What do you think?
I mean, goddamn, Coach Bud just got fired in the midst of his brother dying. Like, I don't think his shit was as bad as this in back-to-back years.
I just think that you have to look at the history of the Suns. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have any championships. They've never had any championships. Yeah. Like, they made the playoffs.
I forget their name of their lead assistant, but he's getting, like, interviews everywhere. They interviewed him for the Toronto Raptors head coaching job. They interviewed him for the Bucks head coaching job. He interviewed for the Kings last cycle when they gave it to Mike Brown. Like, this guy's going to leave, and he's going to leave soon. And he's probably going to be a good coach for somebody. So, you know, is now a good time, like, to plan the succession and have him come in? I think so. You know, I'd rather be like Bill Belichick and go 1 year too early than another year too late. When it's like, this team has no hope. Chris Paul is 47 years old. Devin Booker is coming off of yet another injury. Kevin Durant, like, can't drive the bus anywhere. And it's now like, God damn, come save us, coach. Doc Rivers, are you free? I'd rather have the guy who knows all the players, who knows the system, who's well-regarded. Like, I think the time for Monty has expired in Phoenix.
I think so. A lot of the things that he does is kind of antiquated. And if you really want to, you can kind of give most of the success of the Suns to Chris Paul. You know, I can't say, like, Monty Williams was this fucking innovative coach. Like, they were totally okay, and then Chris Paul comes, and they're, like, really fucking good. I don't, like, Chris Paul's the system. The coach didn't do, like, oh, let's run some bloopity blah fucking loopy doopty bullshit. No, give the ball to Chris Paul, run a pick and roll, get the fuck out my way. I got this. And we're 64 wins in once he go to this fucking finals. It's not Monty Williams, it's Chris Paul. I'm fine with getting rid of Monty, but like I said, we just got to consider the history of the Suns. If Matt Ishbia wants to do it,
new owner syndrome. You know, like, he's gonna want to have his coach, have his front office. He's got his guy in Kevin Durant. Like,
yeah, he already did too much. The 4 first-round picks.
Did he do too much, or did he do not enough? He had 8 points in the first half of the 30-point blowout on 2 of 11 shooting.
Oh, I said Ishbia, but you're talking about KD.
2 of 11 shooting, 8 points in the first half as they got by 30.
He played pretty bad. I mean, he helped Booker in those 2 wins, but besides
most overrated player in the NBA?
Nah, he's not the most overrated player in the NBA. There's a lot of players that fucking suck. I mean, like, if KD's my clear second banana, it's still a championship team. You know, you just got...
The fact that you admitted that he's the second banana tells me everything I need to know about how you view Kevin Durant at this point.
I mean, was he not the second banana?
People who say he's the best player in the league and have said so going into this series. A ton.
I mean, like... Before the 2 major injuries, he was really fucking good. Like, there was a consideration for me. And I'm not, like, a huge Kevin Durant fan. So I'm going to be completely objective about it. Like, before the 2 injuries when he was with the Nets, dude was fucking really good. I'm not going to deny that. But after that, he's okay. I mean, he's great. Don't get me wrong. He's great. He's probably, you know, the 9th or 10th best player in the league. But He was played pretty bad in those
I
losses,
think 9th
man.
or 10th is right about right, and most people put him top 3. And that's
Yeah,
what
I
I talk
mean, you
about
could.
is like most overrated. I think people are finally going to
Yeah,
start to catch up this offseason and realize that like Kevin Durant just wants to hoop. He just wants to be the straw that stirs the drink. He doesn't want to put the ice in. He don't want to put the liquor on the bottom. He doesn't want to put the mixer on top of it. He doesn't want to add the garnish. All right, I'm just the straw that stirs it. I'll put you guys over the
yeah,
top, and he ended up putting them right where they were last year, except in one game less. Oh, and one round less.
yeah.
Congratulations, Kevin Durant. Also, I don't want
Hey,
to hear
man.
no shit about Kevin Durant didn't have no help. Oh well, this isn't on KD. He didn't have no help. He chose this situation. He handpicked this going to Phoenix. He wasn't going to be traded anywhere from Brooklyn. He had to sign off and give his blessing that he was going to continue there. He hand chose Phoenix in this situation. He looked at DeAndre Ayton. He said, "Oh, that's a guy I want in my foxhole." He looked at Chris Paul's 38-year-old knees and he goes, "Those will hold up for 3 more years." You chose this, Kevin Durant. I don't want to hear no excuses. You made your bed. Now go lie in it for 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, he chose Phoenix, but I'm pretty sure he didn't know they're going to trade away every small forward on the team. They
But what did
gave
you
away.
think they were going to do, Kevin Durant?
I mean, you didn't have to give
Yeah.
away. You didn't get. You
You
didn't have to
thought
give
that the
away.
Nets were going to accept DeAndre Ayton for Kevin Durant? Is that what you thought?
No, I'm saying though, but you gave away Jay Crowder.
Part of the
With,
team and never.
no, I know, but hey, we could have had some reconciliation if KD's there and
Let's
I'm Jay
end this
Crowder.
narrative right now. They lost 2 wings that played.
Cam Johnson and Mikal
They
Bridges.
gained 2
Yeah.
wings that played. Kevin Durant and TJ Warren. I don't want to hear that shit.
TJ Warren
was
barely
fucking
played.
out there on the court during the
He
first half
sucks.
when they needed buckets. So 2
He
rotation
sucks.
wings for 2 rotation wings. One is better.
No.
The average is probably about the same. Mikal Bridges plus Cam
No.
Johnson equals Kevin Durant plus DJ Warren.
No.
No?
No. They shouldn't have gave up fucking
How come-
Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson,
You're
and Jay
saying that's
Crowder.
not even equal. They put 4 first-round picks on top of it, Terry.
Yeah, but how are you not able to keep Cam Johnson? Like fucking Mikal Bridges and Jay Crowder and 4 first rounders is not
Fucking
enough.
Durant. And he has 4 years left on his deal.
Give away Ayton. I would have gave fucking Mikal Bridges and DeAndre
We're
Ayton.
not Ayton.
Oh.
Y'all can have Ayton.
Keep Cam.
That's
Fuck. That's that's on them. That's not his fucking fault.
less the deal,
And-
dude. You thought Kevin didn't know
Bro.
the terms of the deal that he was included in? Did you really?
He's not, bro, but he doesn't have a no trade clause.
Yes, he did. Essentially, when he
No, he didn't. No, I'm saying he chose Phoenix. Once they put the package together, he can't say
I'm
yes or
saying,
no.
Yes, you can, Terry.
He doesn't have a no
Terry,
trade
he
clause.
easily-
The motherfucker wanted him out. He was
He
like,
easily
bye.
could have told Phoenix the same thing he told Brooklyn. I'm not going to play for you guys, and I'm going to demand a trade.
Fuck out of here. He can't keep doing that.
He's done it in Oklahoma City. He did.
No, he didn't. He didn't do that shit. OKC.
Okay.
He just left. He was a free agent, motherfucker. What are you
All right,
talking about?
He did it twice in Brooklyn. I don't know why you would think he wouldn't do it again. This is his.
Cool.
This is his bar. Talk about
You
the
hate
no
this
trade
guy.
clause. Like he didn't know where he was going. Like he didn't sign going to
Bro.
Phoenix as part of his fucking deal.
Let's just
You did. He
Let's
thought he
have
had
a-
enough to get it done. He thought enough of Kevin Durant that he's like, I can look at Landry Shamet and Terrence Ross and Jock Landale and Ish Wainwright and Josh Okogie, and I can do it. And he couldn't.
They gave away Cam Johnson. That was their first mistake. That's all I'm saying. We've had this conversation many times. You can't give away your depth. All the teams that are left in the playoffs now, deep. The Suns, 4-person team. Oh, hold on.
Are they
They were a 4. They were a,
fucking- Oh,
Yes!
my God.
because the fucking coach is good and he can coach up all these undrafted dudes who actually give you production in each game. That's not Monty Williams a fucking
They're
shitty
playing
coach.
Cody Zeller, who's been out the league for a fucking year. And y'all
Listen to me.
deep. Come on, man.
You're not listening. All
They
I'm
got a
telling you
good
is
coach. They're not deep.
you're not listening to me. I'm saying They were a 4-person team when he got traded. They lost 2 of them. Now, I'm not saying that's his fucking fault, but he did play like shit in this last game. He played like shit in 2 other games. He fucking was not great in this series. He played 2 good games.
4-person team with him. DeAndre Ayton, CP3, Devin Booker.
That's what I'm saying. And they lost 2 of them. If you can't keep Cam Johnson in the trade, that's not KD's fault. But I'm not saying KD's exonerated from it. That's all I'm saying. But you wouldn't let me get it out. You know, you hate him.
Fault. He knew exactly what the deal was. He didn't get traded to Phoenix and then woke up the next morning and was like, what? They gave away Cam Johnson too? No. He knew exactly the terms of the deal. He blessed it.
Yeah, but he couldn't stop it. All I'm saying is
he picked Phoenix.
What are you going to do? Stay in Brooklyn with no one or go to fucking Phoenix with CP3, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton?
Phoenix is the only team that made a trade offer for Kevin Durant. Is that what you think? Is that what you think?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Then you're saying that he chose Phoenix out of the multiple offers that they had.
All I'm saying is they shouldn't have traded Cam. That's all I'm saying. You just don't like Kevin Durant, so it doesn't matter what I say. You will not allow any defense of him. You will not allow anything. You're just like, Monty Williams is the greatest coach ever, and Kevin Durant should have won with him. You know, CP3 is a top 10 point guard, should have won with him.
I thought they would have won with him. Kevin Durant thought he was going to win with him. That's why he demanded a trade there. And
it's a far stretch.
He did the Carmelo and was like, force you guys to give up all your assets to get me. Don't worry, I'll put you over the fucking hill.
No. That Knicks team was actually pretty deep. This fucking Suns team is absolute garbage. If they can wheel and deal in the offseason, I'll give them a chance. Because if you got Booker and KD,
to the point where
fine.
They were in the finals 2 years ago, the conference finals the year before that, and after they made the trade, they immediately became the betting favorite in the NBA. Absolute garbage. Sure, Kevin Durant. Okay.
Yeah, see, you hate everything is just blamed on KD. You hate the kid. I don't hate him. I'm just saying you got to think logically. Of course,
I'm judging him through the prism of like top 10 all-time player, how he wants to be regarded.
He's not top 10.
That's how he wants.
He's
to
never
be
been
regarded.
top 10.
So that's how I'm going to judge you. If you're going to keep saying I'm the best scorer who ever lived, if you're going to keep saying like all this other fucking pantheon bullshit, if talking heads of the national media continue to act like this guy's the best player in the NBA, I'm going to judge you by that standard, not by who I think you are, which is the 9th best player in the NBA or something like that.
He's good. He's still good. I mean, but honestly, next year they got to do some wheeling and dealing. But if they come back with the same team, where are you at? 6th seed?
They can't.
5th seed?
No. They won't. They can't. Like.
I'm just saying, if they do, hypothetically, if they do. This is their roster. So if they do come back with this same fucking team, 5th seed, 6th seed? Yeah. Are they Luka Doncic out the playoffs?
I mean, I just have no faith in them. I'll pick them like I picked them this season. Playing game. First.
They're not a championship team.
No, certainly not. Let's give some shine to a team who could be a championship team, though, who put the wooden stake right in Devin Booker's heart. By the way, actually, before we get to that, you see Devin Booker refused to speak to the media after
he ducked out. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if anybody deserves it.
Concerned that they were going to double team him with the reporters. He was like, I got to get this quick. Joakim Noah was one of the people in the crowd with a mic.
Are you always going to have a problem with somebody ducking out in press conference?
Always.
But I mean, he played well.
It's part of your job. Like media, part of like what pays your salary. You can't just questions when you have a 40-point game and then you go missing, like Dylan Brooks. Afterwards.
Oh, I mean the Dylan Brooks shit. Yeah, he played like shit the whole time. Hey, all I'm saying is the media
had the stones to go sit in front of the fucking media and say things like, "It's hard right now to see what the future holds for our team."
Yeah. I mean, Book, we know he's a sore loser. We saw after last year, and he still got beef with Doncic.
It does make you wonder, what if he did practice scoring against double teams in the offseason or handle it?
Get the fuck out of here. This dude shot fucking 70%. Like, we're going to give this guy shit. He should have done the press conference. But let's not even talk about this motherfucker anymore. Let's talk about the new LeBron James. Let's talk about the Nuggets.
New LeBron.
He's the new LeBron, bro. He stepped up. It's the next level. You no longer expect a bad game from him, ever. This is the new LeBron, bro. He's back, bro. This motherfucker is back. We're about to see greatness. His numbers are undeniable. You can't deny
30
anymore,
point
fuckers.
double
It's done.
again on fucking 60-something% shooting. Just a regular walk in the park for Jokic. The variety of moves that he used to bamboozle the Suns were just so delightful to watch. Including the one where he had his back to the basket and it was doing all these ball fakes and Landry Shamet overplays it and then he just steps right to the rim and flips it in. He's got the most immaculate push shot I've ever seen. He's got the best touch around the rim of any player I've ever seen. Like, my God. And his confidence is so unwavering at this point. Like, he just stays in the pocket, play to play, is so unflustered and unbothered by like missed opportunities or mental errors or whatever. He immediately just like moves on, and then he has the same confidence the next time. He missed that like floater in traffic or whatever 3 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Next time he got it, went right back to it. Cash. Like, you just don't see people operate like that, man, with such supreme confidence in their abilities. And nobody could keep this motherfucker away from the rim, dude. Like, you know, I forget who was with Hubie Brown on the call last night, but they kept being like, oh, could have gotten away with an offensive foul there. It was like, no, he's 70 pounds bigger than Jock Landale. Like, he's not fucking holding this guy.
Lando has no chance.
Jokic, I totally agree with you, man. This was like a legacy series. This was an ascendancy from like one stratosphere to another. And we're going to expect more from him from now on out. And I think he's going to deliver.
I hope so. This is the best of the best. Now, the only devil's advocate thing I can say is the fact that it was the Timberwolves and the Suns. That's the only thing I can say. So I do hopefully. What? Hey. Those motherfuckers suck. All right? Don't look at me. Don't get mad at me. You're not going to give him no.
Suns in this series. You picked the Suns. You did. And now we're out here.
I didn't know CP3.
The Timberwolves and the Suns, 2 teams that suck. After I picked them to lose to this team, and the rest of the national media picked them to lose to the Suns. And now we're going to be like, they beat up on 2 scrubs. It means nothing. Terry, they had
CP3 out after game 2?
2 points in the first half and shot over 60% as a team in a game 7.
Game 6. CP3 out after game 2? What the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
Skies.
Oh, get the fuck out. They played faster. Oh, everyone's like, oh, they played faster and won 2 games at home.
Looked 10 times better last night than Chris Paul did at any point during the series. I'll stand 10 toes down on that.
Points. 31 points, cool. I mean, they were down the whole game. Whatever. Anyways, besides that, you're not going to give any pushback to that? That Ayton sucks, Monty Williams never likes to do double teams, and then Minnesota, they're just not a great defensive team. That's the only pushback I got. I called him the next one. He's fucking LeBron. He's fucking great. It's the only thing I'm saying, bro. Like, calm down.
Now, everyone can't wait to say how bad the Suns suck now after everyone picked them to beat the Nuggets in this series. It's funny how a week later we rewrite the entire fucking narrative.
I mean, this shit happened. There's nothing like, what do you want me to say? Like, it happened. I gotta change what I said before. It's fucking done. Nah, that's the only pushback. But I think this dude, like I said though, I said it before he kind of, calmed down at the end of the regular season. But I said before, he's the best player in the fucking league, and me and you both agreed on that shit.
It's him or Steph. And,
yeah.
But the way that he had his fingerprints over every avenue of that game was just like so great to watch. He was getting up in the passing lanes, had a ton of steals. He was active on defense. He was rebounding the fuck out of the basketball, pushing it, creating mismatches, just from that in the half court. Running up and down the court, beating Bismack Biyombo up and down the court like a fucking drum. Like,
yep.
You look
30.
at the physique of Bismack Biyombo and then the physique of Nikola Jokic, and you wonder, which one of these would do better in suicides? And the answer was Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, no, that is crazy. I hope he goes insane.
His motor, I don't think he gets enough credit for his motor and how hard he plays play to play. Like how much he moves, how much he runs. I don't know if there's another big that covers as much ground and performs as many actions during one play as Jokic does. I don't
No,
think he
you're
gets
right.
the credit for like
Man.
exhausting his opposition in that way because he doesn't look fit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, he's fit. Anybody who's on the court is fit. Like, those motherfuckers are moving. I will say, bro, this dude, man, he's an absolute fucking monster, bro. And I think I'm going to have to go ahead and agree with what they did at the end of the season. Give him a rest so we can see this in the playoffs. Fucking genius next level move. We got enamored with the fucking MVP talk. We're out here pissed at him and, looking at Embiid like, it's all about the MVP and blah, blah, blah. And then if they suck in the playoffs, then we're just like, oh, he's a fraud. Fuck him. Get him out of here. But he did it right. Congratulations, bro. Denver, you did it. Moses. Mike Malone, you're still not a great coach, though. I'm still keeping my eye on you. In this next series and
Like
if you
he
make the
didn't let his
finals.
team celebrate afterwards, and it was like, that's not what we set out here to do, to make the Western Conference Finals. Nobody's fucking popping nothing. I did that.
Yeah. No, that's smart.
But yeah, we'll give the credit up to the Nuggets.
Any crazy numbers you want to give to the people
Jokic
about your boy?
passed Wilt Chamberlain for the most triple doubles by a center in playoff history.
Ooh, if you pass him, Wilt.
He's like 26 years old. That's his whole career.
Bro, guys. 31, 10, and 13. 31 points, 10 assists, 13 rebounds, dog.
What's the
That's
too?
LeBron.
Probably had like 60-something from the...
Oh. Well, overall, I didn't look at the Sun series. He's shooting like 60%. Overall, he had a couple not great games versus Minnesota, so it's like 55. But I'm sure his true shooting is like 64 or 65.
Dude, some of those
he's a beast.
passes that he was throwing, it was like watching a water polo player or something, or a ball player. You know what I mean? They're like, ball's in his hand for a half a second, and he's just like redirecting it to somebody for a wide open shot. It was just a joy to watch, man. I love the Nuggets team. I've been high on them for fucking 3 years. My confidence wavered a bit, and I did pick the Warriors over them in the next round. But God, I would love for them to prove me wrong and for Yoke to go all the way.
Yeah, guys, he's playing with 0 All-Stars. You know how you motherfuckers like saying that shit about LeBron and his life. At 26 years old, LeBron won't doing this shit yet. All right, he was good as fuck. But he wasn't doing this. He was doing this shit when he was like 28, 29, 30. From 28 and on, that's LeBron. But he's 26.
Or no Chris Bosh. You don't have either one.
0 All-Stars, guys. Just get it. Get ready for the fucking onslaught. The man's great. Just hop on the train because it's done. And if Denver can actually get some really good players around him, like no offense to Bruce Brown, I love that motherfucker. He's straight. KCP, good piece to a team.
Hold on. Sorry, no, I'll let you finish. You just triggered me with the Bruce Brown shit. I just love. I need to have like a soliloquy with Bruce Brown.
No, I love Bruce Brown, but like if they do the LeBron thing, right? You just surround him with fucking splash shooters that can play defense. Bruce Brown, decent 3-point shooter, great cutter though. That's perfect for what they're doing now. I mean, they look at their personnel and they adjust. But if they get some shooters around this motherfucker. I mean, we're looking at 35 a game, easy. Nobody can stop him. Nobody can stop him, bro.
Hey, Jamal Murray, he's blowing hot and cold in the playoffs, but he was hot last night. Bruce,
if you can get somebody legit
fire,
good, though,
man, with his defensive activity, like those Kevin Durant and Devin Booker jumpers that they missed so many of in the first half, a ton of them were because not only did Kentavious Caldwell-Pope do a great job of contesting their jumper and anticipating it with 2 hands, but Bruce Brown also cheated off of his man, came all the way down to the elbow and tried to block their jumper with 2 of his hands, and actually had 2 jump shot blocks from the elbow where he smothered Devin Booker and blocked a fucking fadeaway jump shot. Like, to do that against Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, like, that's the shit that changes series. That's the shit that I love, man.
It was a great trade. As soon as they got him, I was like, oh, hell yeah. It was either him or like Peyton. I'm like, if they get one of those motherfuckers, I'm like, oh man, that's perfect around Jokic. But I would like to see some splashers around him, see if we can unlock another level. And I love Jamal Murray, but one game 40, next game 10. I mean, Can you just average 25 and just stay getting 25? That's it. Like, come on. But
Jokic, he's the best
great.
player on the team.
I mean, when he's hot, he's fucking good. I'm not gonna say he's ever better than Jokic, but like when he's on fire, there's some shit to watch.
Who do you think they would prefer to have in the next round? The Lakers or the Warriors?
Oh, the Warriors for sure.
Yeah, you think so?
Draymond is a fucking piece of shit. You don't want to play. You don't want to play against Draymond Green, bro. He's annoying as fuck.
So they'd rather have the Lakers and not the Warriors. Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you were saying they'd rather.
No, wait. What did I say?
They'd rather have the Warriors.
Oh yeah, no. They'd rather have. Wait, who would they rather play against? I think for them, they probably want to play the Warriors more. But I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't know. I actually don't know, honestly, bro. Who do you think? I'm confused because like last year, he was still good. The only difference between like this year and last year versus the Warriors was like Draymond was forcing him, to make a lot of turnovers. They scouted the shit out of him. So like a lot of those cuts, dudes had their hands up on a lot of the passes. He didn't shoot great from three, but besides that, he was still himself. But if he does those two things again, I don't think they're going to win. But I feel like AD, he had his number years ago. I don't know if it's the same. Like AD is going to get his offensive numbers, but if he's playing this good at defense,
I think they'd rather have the Lakers. And I
tough,
think Jokic wants AD. I think.
Oh, I know he
wants
does.
A point.
Either one though.
But more.
You think he wants AD more than Draymond? I mean, Draymond fucked him last year too.
I think he wants AD more than Draymond. I do.
Why do you think? Why do you think so? They got swept by the Warriors.
Yeah, but it's not the same Warriors. You know what I mean? And they had like all these big, rangy wings last year who could dig it down on Jokic and then recover out in time to the shooters and shit. And they just don't have that this year. Like, I think with the Lakers, they're thinking about how fast can we push this pace in altitude with a 40-year-old LeBron James on a court 7 games. They're just going to run and run and run and run and run until Anthony Davis sits down and LeBron James gives up. I think that he knows that he's going to win the battle of mental toughness against Anthony Davis and is just going to run him into a ground and grind him into a pulp by the end of the series. I think he wants to prove the point against the big guy.
Not Draymond. No, Draymond guarded him every single time. The thing about me, and when they won versus the Lakers, some people kind of forget. AD guarded him in the fourth, but like the first 3 quarters, JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard beating Jokic the fuck up. Like for those first 3, and AD was just chilling, getting weak side blocks and shit. So I mean, like, I guess if I'm Jokic, do I want to prove that once and for all that I'm better than AD? Like, no one thinks Draymond is better than Jokic, but I do.
There are people who think AD is going to stop Jokic and win.
Yeah, well, but I also think that people think Draymond Green can stop Jokic as well. So he fucked him last year. Like people are just like, oh, Draymond took his cookies,
man. And
the casuals,
Jamal Murray wasn't there. Michael Porter was fucking hurt.
Hey, NBA Twitter. NBA Twitter.
Draymond Green shut him down one-on-one when Austin Rivers was 40 minutes in the playoffs, but Draymond Green shut him down one-on-one.
Casuals. Yeah, I think you're right, but it's a tough one, bro, because like the Warriors, if they're great at what they do, they can beat anybody. If they're on fire, Clay, Steph, and the other fucking shooters, whoever shoots, if they're on fire, no one can beat them. On the other end, if AD is fucking fantastic and LeBron, he's playing fine. Like, if we look at his numbers, we're like, damn, he's getting 27, 7, and 6, but it's like, doesn't look like himself.
I'll tell you what, Aaron Gordon might be the best bet to defend LeBron left in the playoffs.
We'll see. I don't know. You said he'd rather face the Lakers, right?
I would. If I was Jokic, I'd rather face the Lakers.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be tough, but Lakers still got to win. They're still not done.
I know that. You want to talk about that after we come back? Them and the Knicks, real quick.
Yeah,
right, we'll be right back. The Warriors are surely hoping that Game 6 Clay shows up tonight in Los Angeles, not the Bay Area, as they take on the Los Angeles Lakers, who clearly were saving some gas in their tank in Game 5, biding their time, waiting to come home and close this out in front of their home crowd in LA in Game 6. Terry, what's the first key that you're looking for in the game tonight?
Did AD get a concussion or not? If AD's out, this is over. LeBron can't do it. He's too fucking old. It's done. That's first. Second,
he was not concussed, but that he did have torn fallopian tubes, and that's why they had to sit him down and wheel him off in a wheelchair from a court.
His equilibrium is probably kind of fucked up. Like everybody's giving him
Is that
shit.
what they call those these days?
Well, he got hit in the temple, bro. What the fuck? Everybody's so crazy, bro. Like Shaq and Chuck killed me when they were fucking laughing at this motherfucker leaving in a wheelchair. It's like, damn, bro. Like, dude got elbowed in his fucking temple. Look.
Last time I saw a man leave an NBA court in a wheelchair is because Paul Pierce shit himself.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, clearly AD got rocked. I don't know exactly what the fuck happened, but he definitely was like out. He was fucking done. Shout out to Looney's elbows and his bony ass arms. He fucked him up.
Motherfucker woke up with 2 eyebrows.
Yeah. Secondly, though, for me in the game, Draymond, you gotta be aggressive again. You gotta be aggressive. If Draymond's not aggressive, they're gonna lose. It's pretty simple. But I mean, like, of course, like the fucking prognosticators and everybody's gonna say, like, if Lonnie Walker didn't, do what he did in the fourth, this would have been 3-2 Warriors. Cool. The shit happened. Okay? The motherfucker did it. Every game has been close, except for the 2 games that the Warriors won, but the Lakers pretty much backed off the pedal, early in both of those games. Like I said, in each game, bro, if the Warriors aren't going to get any second chance points, no rebounds, if Looney's not going to be able to play in the series at all,
that's the key for me.
Lakers got it. Yeah, so
and his health. They've been talking about him and this illness that's been going around their locker room and whatnot, and that he hasn't been right. He looked a lot better and a lot more energized, in the last game. I said in the beginning of this series, I said I don't know if Anthony Davis has the tenacity for rebounding that Looney had, and the moment-to-moment concentration that he knows because he's in such a defined role. We didn't get to see that Looney for much of this series because of how hampered he was and physically not right. You know what I mean? When you're sick and you're an effort guy, you're going to be a fucking zero out there. That's how it works. So I'm excited to see if he can make an impact on this series in the last game after he looked a little bit better, in Game 6 after he looked a little bit better in Game 5.
Yeah,
he can give them some extra possessions and they can get some extra threes up. And they can actually attack the basket off of these long rebounds and extra possessions instead of just immediately jacking threes. They might.
That's just what they do.
Position to rotate and attack.
Don't you feel like they shoot way more threes now than they did in 2015 and 2016? It just seems like they shoot a lot of threes for a team that only has Steph and Clay that can shoot.
It's like they don't have nobody who can shoot too, which makes it even more perplexing.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr's aversion to doing simple shit gets on Warriors fans' nerves at times.
Yeah.
And mine as well. But in Game 5, they're like, all right, high pick and roll. It's been working. Let's bring them out. Bring the bigs out. It worked in the first half of Game 4. And then they completely went away from it and lost the game because they're like, oh, we got to go back to our egalitarian share the ball player motion offense. That's all good for the regular season, and that's great for keeping people ready and keeping their scoring flame lit. So when you need them to score in the playoffs, they're fine. But in a must-win game, you guys cannot afford to not maximize every possession. You need to be hunting LeBron James the same way he hunts you. You need to be bringing Anthony Davis up out of the paint. You need to be setting guard-on-guard screens to force switches on the perimeter and get Steph Curry on the weakest defender. No more. We just run the offense and any shot is a good shot because we have good shooters. You've got to be more intentional about how you attack.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know.
my takeaway for Steve Kerr. I mean, it's every time they go back to basics and just do the Tom Thibodeau find a mismatch and hammer it with a sledgehammer until the other team adjusts, they score like fucking crazy.
You think the mismatch is hunting LeBron?
I do. They had good
as to do what? To shoot or to drive?
To drive and force the rotation.
Okay, I can see that. I was about to say, I was like, Yeah. I mean, like, Steph still hasn't really tried to.
It's got to be like
go on him.
That blow past LeBron, Anthony Davis steps up, I throw the alley-oop to Draymond Green, or I throw a bounce pass to Draymond Green, and then he pivots and throws a pass to the corner for a wide-open corner three. Like, that's got to be the formula.
Maybe, bro. I just think it's all on Draymond. And if Jordan Poole, even though he still shot like ass, he gave you 11 points. And he made a 3, which kind of keeps them honest a bit.
Motherfucker, Jordan Poole.
Yeah. I think, honestly, it's mostly Draymond. Of course, it's the pick and roll. It's the fucking Steph Draymond pick and roll. And you're right. But Draymond has to attack. He can't just, like, act like he doesn't want to look at the basket. If he doesn't look at the basket, it's fucking over.
They're toast.
Yeah. Analysis-wise, I just don't think the Warriors got enough players. And I think Wiggins really fucked their season up by missing 40 games. And he's visibly rusty as shit. He's not there. He can't make any outside shot.
This game, unlike DeAndre Ayton, he has a fractured rib. He's still
That's true.
Still questionable. Not out, not doubtful with a bruised rib like Ayton. Questionable. Still likely to play, in my opinion.
Let me check. He has to play in this game. I'm gonna check real quick.
But Terry, you can't play if you have a bruised rib.
You could be. DeAndre Ayton got his money, and he's fucking
not medically possible.
He's out, brother. DeAndre Ayton is checked out. He's like, I got 200. I'm out. How much money does he have? 160? What was his contract? Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, I don't know.
Wiggins that bag for being the #1 pick too. He probably got like $45 million from that shit.
That's true. But yeah, I don't know, man. Man, this game.
Are we gonna see Game 6 Clay?
Fuck no. When's the last time you saw Game 6 Clay? Game 2?
Yeah, but that was a blowout. Like, it hasn't been this whole playoffs. We waiting on
it. Nah. Don't just try to foo the shit. Clay won that game. They were losing in the first quarter by like 7 or 8. Like, they needed Clay. Clay dominated second quarter. It was over.
But he also had like 4 threes when the game was out of reach. And,
I got you.
Getting stuck on screens and shit.
I got you. This game. 6 Clay shit.
How about if he doesn't show up, he's got to be gone. How about that? if Game 6 Clay doesn't show up, Clay, just go ahead and don't show up, and we'll have somebody clean your locker out. How about that?
Hey, we had that conversation last time. Everybody's up on the table if they lose.
But this could be the litmus test. It's like, if we were looking for you all playoffs, you've been our second leading scorer all year long. You're the second greatest shooter of all time. If you can't have one game in 2 playoff series where you take over, like, why are we paying you $37 million a year so you can guard the player on the other team and not make shots?
That's true. I don't know, bro. It's just like when he plays bad, they're absolutely done. Did he play great in the last game? I don't recall him doing a whole lot.
Actually, he played poorly.
Yeah, he was 3 for 12. It was all your boy Draymond, 20 points. And Wiggins scored 25 too. But like you said, questionable with that rib shit. If I'm LeBron, first play, I'm just going to go right over Wiggins' fucking rib. One strong drive. Get this motherfucker out the game.
Yep.
Man, we haven't seen LeBron turn up. I think he's calculating that fucking robot brain, and he's going to give every single ounce he's got in this game.
He posts up 45 times this game.
Bro, yeah, I think this is the game. I think they're like, all right, we kind of saved our bullets. Even though he played 39 minutes in the game, in Game 5. All right, that's a decent amount of minutes on that shitty foot. But I think this is the one. I think he really turns it up on this one. If he doesn't turn it up on this one, I just think he doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah, I agree. And he's too hobbled by the foot shit. That's something that people haven't really talked about a lot because he's been playing, like, passively, I guess, for LeBron. But it's
plantar fasciitis hurts like a motherfucker.
He's 38 years old. It's like, also every doctor told him to get fucking foot surgery and miss the playoffs. Like, that's
true.
That's why they've got to hunt him on defense. Like, the man, he's not just the oldest player in the playoffs. He's fucking hobbled out there on one foot.
He is. But the funny thing about it, he's always been a 1-foot jumper, though. The thing about, like, when they're driving and shit. Say again?
I know that's facts. That's Cleveland days where he'd sway backwards onto that left foot.
Yeah, but nah, like he looks totally fine when he's blocking shots like chase downs when they're driving.
In a
But
fine. Anytime he has to move laterally side to side, it's like, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, but when he still kind of stays in front of them. I still think Steph isn't really challenging him as far as like really going at him on the switches. But when it's like just jumping vertically, like did you see when Peyton out jumped the fuck out of him on that rebound that they needed towards the end of that game 5?
I was getting fucking flashbacks to Sean Livingston.
Yeah, Sean when he cooked them. Yeah, that was crazy. Ooh, man.
That's what taking in the crates right there.
Yeah. Is there any part of you thinks the Lakers are going to win this? I know you got the Warriors and shit doing it. You think the Lakers are going to win, or you think the Warriors are winning? Just from seeing all the games, I think the Lakers are probably going to squeak this one.
I think the Lakers are going to win. I do.
Okay.
I'm rooting for the Warriors to force a Game 7 and have that atmosphere. But I do think the Lakers are going to win. Okay. But at the end of the day, it's like, has Steve Kerr, has he pushed every button that he has? Is there one that's like has a little glass cover on it that he has to flip up before he pushes that he's been waiting on?
I don't think so, man. Everybody keeps talking about play Kuminga and do all this shit, but it's like,
you can't do it.
What the? Like LeBron isn't playing like LeBron. He's shooting a bunch of perimeter shots. Like they're shooting a lot of perimeter fucking long twos and shit. Like the only person that's really driving is Reeves. D'Angelo Russell's driving and shit.
They gotta play Moody and DiVincenzo more. That's what
Moody's been playing well.
I think they gotta play Moody and DiVincenzo more. I expected more out of DiVincenzo this series.
But he can't shoot for some reason.
He had a fucking short ass rope. But it's like, you know what? Jordan Poole, when he's not making shots, makes bad decisions and turns the ball over and is a turnstile on defense.
Yeah, he's horrible.
And when he's making shots, just doesn't make shots. He's way less injurious to be out there. But, I think more DiVincenzo this game.
Mate, I don't know what the Warriors adjustment is going to be.
If he can't fucking score, you need to retire that Michael Jordan of Delaware shit forever. Okay.
Damn. Did you see like Stephen A. and then we're talking about like they can kind of see. He didn't exactly say he could see why Jordan Poole got punched by Draymond Green, but he was like insinuating like this pompous fucking attitude and dismissal of everybody.
And anyone can see it. This motherfucker thought he was Steph 2.0.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even like say he was good until he finally did it in the first round. Everybody else is like, oh, this dude's he's got it. He played great for 3 months. That's the best he's played. Was that 3 month stretch?
Yes, 3 months does not make a career. While LeBron was winning a chip in a bubble, you were in the G League scratching your fucking balls.
With braids. Yeah, fucking dreadlock braids. I'm like, nah, who is this guy? Jordan Poole? I don't even know him. He was good at Michigan, though.
Jordan Cole.
Yeah. Hey. Is this a moment for Steph if they lose? I just feel like the team isn't that good, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's like he's just doing it all. He has to fucking create for everyone, score all the points, initiate and finish, guard his position. Like, he's right now, where would you rank Steph Curry as a defender on the Warriors?
Ooh. I'm still going to go, of course, Draymond. Then I'm probably still going to go Wiggins, Peyton, and then Steph. I think Steph's 4th.
Yeah, and Peyton doesn't start, and I think
he didn't play enough.
I think he's been better than Wiggins defensively this playoffs after Wiggins lost weight and lost tenacity and shit. I think,
yeah, but they got Wiggins fucking guarding LeBron, guarding Austin Reeves, guarding.
Have the size, but like he defended
I got you.
Position, I think better than Wiggins has defended his position. And
Possibly.
This is just a lot to ask for one guy to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When games that Gary Payton just doesn't play, and he's their perimeter stopper. Steph Curry, the engine of your offense, like the head of the snake.
I don't know. It's just I feel like it's a lot to, and I'm not going to question Steve Kerr's coaching. I get people are going to look and be like there could be small adjustments and shit, but he's fucking there. He's there every single day with these dudes. So I feel like he kind of has more of a pulse than we do. I mean, we can see some shit that he can't see, but. If you're asking for one of these bum ass motherfuckers on the Warriors to do something, opposed to like D'Lo gave me 20,
Yeah.
Lonnie Walker gave me some points. Hachimura gave me some points. Who else is on their team that's fucking Schroeder? Yeah, Reeves. They have like 5 miscellaneous motherfuckers that can give me 20. Opposed to I'm supposed to trust DiVincenzo. Moody Poole has not done shit. Clay is so inconsistent.
Can I pull a deep cut out of the bag for the Warriors, who I thought see a couple more minutes this series?
Yeah.
Patrick Baldwin Jr. Remember him?
Yeah, I remember him. He could shoot.
Yeah, he could score like a motherfucker. He could shoot 6'9".
Yeah. I think
he was like the best scorer in college. You know what I mean? He's like a 6'9". What was that? Cam Thomas. That's what he's like to me.
Oh yeah, from the Nets. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a place for him in this series where you need a mid-range size guy who could fucking make wide open threes. Like, I would play him over Kuminga if I was Steve Kerr. I would throw him out there for 5 minutes, see if he could beat Lonnie Walker and hit 2 threes and fucking spark something.
Well, if he plays more minutes than Kuminga, that's only 5 minutes because he played 2 minutes in one game and 2 minutes in another game. All I'm saying is, I think defensively, that's why Steve Kerr doesn't trust these young dudes. Because it's like...
But it's like at the point you're going to have to fucking score. Like, your problem not defense. It's that 2 people on your whole team could shoot, and they know it.
Because for me, dead ass, the Warriors are hanging on by a thread defensively on some of these possessions. And it's just like, oh, you're just lucky that they missed a wide open fucking shot. Because sometimes I'm just like, this defense is shit, man. And if they don't push the ball, their half-court offense is horrible. Lakers got that shit locked down. And if I'm hoping that Draymond scores 15 points for me to win, that's a lot to ask for. That's a lot, man.
Hey, we know about elimination game Draymond, though. He's going to come out shooting. You know that.
He better. He fucking better. You need Tom Izzo back in the crowd again, helping him out. Pulling the strings on Draymond. It's like, but what's more likely? LeBron scores 35 in a game 6 or Draymond scores 20 again?
Ooh, shit.
This LeBron. Not fucking, bring it back and LeBron might be great. This fucking LeBron we've seen.
20 is tough.
I'm saying, bro. Like, that's what everybody's saying. And I said the same shit. But it's like, if Draymond wakes up and he's like, all right, I got to be aggressive. I got to do my thing. I got to score 20. And he overdoes it.
Yeah. That's the thing. I want you to be aggressive, but I want you to be aggressive shooting appropriate shots. Like, do not be PJ Tucker and take 9 threes in a fucking you have to win. Like, do not. You saw him get a little 3-happy last game. I think he took 5 or something. That's the fucking roof, okay? No more.
The ceiling is the roof.
Yes, when it comes to your 3-point attempts.
Oh, you talking about game 5?
Yeah.
He shot 2 threes, but he did shoot some long 2s.
Oh, okay. But yeah, he shot more jumpers than I remember him shooting.
Yeah. But he was open.
You can sprinkle in the open jumpers, but I want to see your aggressiveness attacking the basket. The fake dribble handoffs, the quarterback keepers, where the C's part and you have a line drive to the basket. When the big steps up, you don't need to get shook and just throw it to the corner. Like, finish through fucking contact and put somebody in foul trouble. That's the type of aggression I'm looking for. Not catch and shoot threes from the perimeter.
One more. I got another question for you. If Wiggins is out, who starts? I don't think Poole's going to start in that situation. Who's going to start? Because they're not going to go Steph, Clay, Poole, Draymond, Looney. That's kind of crazy.
Looney.
So it'll be Looney, Draymond, Steph, Clay, and
Enzo and Clay plays the 3? Or Moody?
Probably Moody.
Yeah, I think they start both bigs in that case.
Ugh, and those both big lineups have been getting toasted.
Yeah.
Good luck, boys. If the Warriors win it.
Patrick Baldwin Jr. could be there.
Dog, I'm going to tell you right now, if the Warriors win this, I'm going to give Steph a big bump as far as all time and all that shit for me. Because I don't have him there yet, but you kind of do. If he beats this Lakers team in this game 6, I'll give him all the credit in the world, bro. Because I'm telling you, that motherfucker LeBron, he's probably screaming at AD right now. He's like, you're fucking playing concussed or not. I don't give a fuck what's going on with you. You're balling. We're hooping tonight. I'm shutting this shit down.
AD, we went from game to game to half. Now we're quarter to quarter with a concussion.
Straight up, get shit loading. But yeah.
Hey, let's talk about your New York Knicks, Terry.
Oh man, hope is still in the air, boys. Hope is still in the air.
Got it on my chest. They made a gigantic adjustment that won them Game 5 in Miami. Right? Was it in my? No, it was in the Garden.
It was in New York.
Yeah, it was Game 5 in the Garden. Mitchell Robinson started taking 3 bounces on his free throw routine instead of 2. From The Athletic, it was no coincidence. The extra couple of dribbles helped with his concentration, he said.
All right. You want to talk about that after the break?
Way to adjust, Tibbs. Now, let's just run this through.
Run it up?
Yeah, I imagine the Knicks is not going to be too long on this series.
Nah.
What do you think of the adjustment? Is this going to change the series?
Are you shitting me? I mean, if he hits free throws, yeah. It'll change a little bit. I'm not saying like...
One more bounce?
Nah. I mean, I'm not saying...
Realization in the middle of the second round of the playoffs?
Bro, yo, with these dudes that can't shoot free throws out, it like takes some slight shit, and they're just like, oh, I'm shooting 70% instead of 40.
I just want somebody to just commit to looking uncool and shoot the fucking
underhand.
Doug Collins.
The underhand. Yeah, the Rick Barry.
Yeah, the Rick Barry.
Man, I don't know. I mean, I will say, like, kudos to him when they were doing the hacka. He, I believe, hit 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
When they hacked it, and I was like, good shit. Now get him out the fucking game. Hartenstein, get in. I don't know, man. I mean, watching that game, the one thing it kind of showed me, we still can't really shoot. We shot okay in that game. I'm gonna pull up the stats again, but I'm gonna keep talking. Brunson, of course, gave me everything, but it's that zone, bro. We got to figure that shit out. Like when they were playing man to man on us, we torched that shit. Yeah. Just straight torched it. Like there's nothing, no rotational shit. They couldn't stop us. Every rotation, I was like, Brunson's open for another 3. Great rotation, Miami. I'll take that. Wow. Randall was hitting his threes. Also, it's up to him hitting threes because like he's giving you the pump fake. Once Kevin Love fucking commits to a jump, it's fucking done. Like we're by him every fucking single time. Randall played fucking really good in that game, man. He really did. I got to give him some credit, but it's that goddamn zone, bro. Like, if Spoelstra's smart, but if they really commit to that shit, we're fucked, brother. I'm going to tell you right now, we're fucked. If he plays a zone for a majority of the game, we're fucked.
I think he will. You know, they played zone for over 40% of their possessions in the regular season. For the whole course of the season.
This guy's Spoelstra, bro.
He's been getting them ready for this moment. Like, they know all the rotations. They know where they're supposed to go. This isn't like the Toronto Raptors that was like, we're going to play a triangle and 2 on Steph. We're going to do a box of 1 the next game. And none of these guys have had practice time to do it. They've been doing this shit all season long. And like you said, they're probably more comfortable in that than their base defense. Especially when you got 3 whites at a time on the goddamn court for RJ Barrett to attack. He's taking his pick like goddamn roulette wheel. Let me put 300 on white. I got it. Guaranteed.
Yeah. I like it. He's aggressive as fuck, man. He was a plus 17 last night. You could clearly see, like, every time he was on the court, I was like, oh, yeah, drive, baby, drive. And then when he just took his open threes, he made 3 of them. If you can just make 3, you're not going to probably take more than 7 in a game. I'll take that shit all day.
He's rebounded in a big way.
Yeah. I mean,
the first against Cleveland being pretty shit. Rest of the whole playoffs, like, I've been pretty impressed with RJ Barrett, and he may be, like, rewriting some of his narrative. Now, at the same time, it's like, how much of that is you played good for 1/2 of a series against Cleveland, and now you get to go up against 3 white guys who can't move their feet in space against my...
It's a little bit of that. I mean, he did it on Jimmy Butler, too, a couple times. As long as he stays aggressive...
At least willing to attack a hobbled Jimmy Butler, unlike players.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, he knows his game. He can't shoot like that. Like, he can shoot okay. He'll take the open one because, like, you have to. Like, Tibbs, if you don't take an open 3, he's like, get the fuck off my court. I don't care who you are. So, I respect his game, but...
What do you think about the Obi Toppin resurgence? That he came out of the woodwork to have a really solid game, stretch the court out, give him some more offensive rebounding.
If he didn't, we might have the fucking trajectory of his career might change a little bit. He needs to be consistent. I know it's tough to ask because he doesn't play much. Tibbs is in and out on him sometimes, but just be aggressive, man. That's all I can say. Fuck it. If you miss, you miss. He airballed a 3. I thought it was done, but he kept shooting. He didn't give a fuck. He long airballed a 3, and I was like, oh god, Obi, get out.
Oh.
Not Obi. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, everybody's just got to fucking take the open shot. If you miss, crash the fucking boards, bro. Fuck it. Miami's not running.
Where's your confidence level in winning this series? What's your?
It's up there. It's up there. I think we figured it out because Miami doesn't run. They're slow as shit. Like we can afford to crash hard on the boards because they don't ever sprint out on the fast break like that. They're gonna run with Kyle Lowry, Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Kevin Love.
Max Strus
Bam.
run. I don't know how fast he'll run, but he'll run his ass off.
But that's what I'm saying. I think I did see that in this game specifically. Like, even though it seems like every time we win, it's a fucking squeaker, but it's those little things. Like, it's little things that you can kind of figure out. And I don't know if that's Tibbs or somebody on the staff. I saw it. I don't know if they saw it. It's like, yo, if we miss a 3, crash. They're not running. Just fucking tire yourself out.
Last question on this series. You think Jimmy Butler would play with bruised ribs?
Yeah, he would. I also see Jimmy Butler can't shoot right now. So we're not falling for those pump fakes, Jimmy. You ain't making those fucking jumpers. Nobody's jumping on that shit. I think we kind of figured that out. That hobbled ankle is fucking him up on his jump shots, bro.
It is.
It's not like he was like Jordan before, but
he didn't care. He's like double teams, triple teams, quadruple teams. Send them. I'm him. I'm scoring.
Go for it, brother. 5 for 12. Keep shooting it, Jim.
12 ain't enough. 12 ain't enough. They're gonna need some.
I think he just knows he ain't got it. Like, he's smart enough to know he doesn't have it. He's not about to just keep doing it because he went to the free throw line 11 times. Like, he was like, all right, I can't shoot. I'm gonna just drive and give him the pump fakes. Somebody's gonna jump once, and he's smart, bro. I love him. Minnesota should have never gave him. Philly, he was still in Philly.
Closing it out.
Who? Miami in
Yeah.
Game 6?
Game 6 at home.
We'll see.
Spo, he's got one last rabbit up that sleeve, man.
What's the rabbit? Fucking zone all game? We're fucked.
The hamster. Wearing fucking ears.
Man. Yo, I ask you this a lot, but I swear to God, did you see Jalen Brunson being this fucking good? 30? He's averaging 28 a game.
No, I did not.
Like, what?
In the regular season, like, after I saw the regular season, I did think he'd be this good in the playoffs. But leading into the regular season, coming from Dallas, I did not see it. I'm going to be honest about that. But I did think watching the Knicks this year that he was their best player. I put him.
Oh, yeah.
I think I put him third team All NBA, or he was like my last cut.
I don't think you did. I think you had Drew Holiday, or unless he was second team, you had Fox or something.
Second. I think I did squeeze Jalen Brunson on the third team. Maybe. But I know Julius Randle didn't make it. I thought he was their best player all season long and has the type of game that translates to the playoffs. I was just like more concerned that like when they put length on him and he gets into that mid-range era and starts to do his footwork shit and pump fakes and everything, they're just going to be like, yeah, we're just going to double team you with 2 guys and fucking force a jump ball or force a wild pass out to a guy who can't really shoot.
I get that because they did that in Dallas and he really got fucked with that, but I don't know.
He's been great, man. He's been great.
Yeah.
Would he play through bruised ribs? Who in this series would not play through bruised ribs? Is there a single player that wouldn't show up with bruised ribs on the Knicks or the Heat?
No, not Knicks Heat. All these motherfuckers play.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
If you tell Tibbs, I can't go, man, got bruised ribs, he'll punch you in those fuckers and be like, you're playing. Did that hurt? Nah, you're good. Get the fuck out there. Shiv. All right, man. I got Nick still.
I think I've found a new least favorite player in the NBA.
Who?
DeAndre Ayton. I think I found a new guy.
I think you did.
I think I found a new guy.
Did you want to talk All NBA or are we out of here?
We can talk it real quick.
Give it a smidge.
I think the biggest takeaway is that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown both made All NBA. and so they're both eligible for the Supermax extensions.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? We knew that was going to happen, though.
Well, we didn't know that Jaylen Brown would make it, first of all. And then
we knew he was going to make it. He made second team. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I did not see that coming.
You voted him. What are you talking about?
Right, but I didn't think everyone else would.
You're what?
They get these votes wrong all the time, Terry. Joel and MVP. Marcus Smart, the two-time Hustle Player of the Year. Jaren Jackson won Defensive Player of the Year. Can't play 28 minutes a game. What are we talking about?
Name 6 really good forwards.
Pascal Siakam.
Okay, there you go. Like I said, he's one of the 6 best forwards in the league. Okay.
Either way, the takeaway for me is he's eligible for up to 35% of their cap space. In addition, for Jason Tatum, who's eligible for 35% of their cap space, who's already on a Supermax contract. That means you will be paying 70% of the amount of money you could spend on your whole team for 2 players.
Is the juice worth the squeeze?
I don't think so, but I think they got no choice. I think what's going to happen is they're going to get a little greedy, and they're going to do a little Gordon Hayward. You remember when they could have given him a match to play for Jazz, and they're like, oh, we'll just match whoever gives you this other contract. Oh, we'll match what the Hornets gave you. And then he was like, okay, I'm going to demand a trade in 18 months. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens here. I think the Celtics go to Jaylen Brown, they're like, hey, yeah, I know that you're eligible for Supermax and 35%, but, we're not really going to be able to build a championship team like that. When Tom Brady was here, he used to take less so that we could build the team around him. Don't you want to be like Tom Brady and take 31% instead of 35%? And then Jaylen Brown is going to go, you know what? This is the last straw before the next straw. This is the last goddamn disrespect I'll tolerate before the coach publicly throws me under the bus, or y'all flirt with trading me for the next superstar over the next summer, or Boston fans go back to being their racist self and say some fucking wild shit. I think it's going to be the last straw before the last straw. And he's going to be like, you know what? This leads to Jaylen Brown leaving Boston in a year.
Trade him, bro. Get your value. They can trade him. He's got 1 more year left.
Yeah. I think
I would trade him because that's too much.
I'd trade him too.
If you can get something good back. If not,
we'll give you DeJounte Murray and John Collins right now.
But, here's my thing, though. Even if you don't trade them and they do take up all your fucking money, I mean, you still got 2 of the top 5 wings in the league.
Yeah, but y'all couldn't win when you had them making 40% of your cap and you had 2 of the top 5 wings.
Nah, I know, but, if that's all you got and you continue to make the playoffs, draft well. See if you can get somebody, I mean, I know you're not going to have great draft picks, but, you got to wheel and deal, man. I mean, the NBA, they force you to be a good GM. You can't just, get one guy and be like, all right, we're going to the fucking championship. Got to get some pieces. They got a great fucking team. Just fucking focus on winning now before this becomes a headache. But, if you got Tatum and Brown, I don't think you're not going to have a problem making the playoffs. You're going to make it by osmosis. You'll be a fucking 5th seed in the East. Yeah. But you got to figure it out.
I just don't think structurally you can win paying 2 players that much of the amount that you need to
70%.
70% is crazy, dude.
70% of your salary. I don't like the new CBA.
Jaylen Brown isn't a true fucking 1A. If this was
he sucks at dribbling. It's
Steph
ridiculous.
Curry and Kevin Durant back in the day or whatever, and they're making 70%, I'd be like, you know what, it's worth it. You guys are gonna fucking win. But I don't think it's worth it. I don't think these 2 guys are otherworldly enough that it's worth paying them both Supermaxes.
So Tatum is better than Brown, right?
If it was 2 top 7 guys, I'd be like, do it. But it's one guy who's top 7, top 8, and another guy who's top 20. And I just don't think that's the value for 70% of your fucking team.
Well, what if you get 2 top 20 guys, right? Tatum and Brown. Because Tatum on a bad night is the 20th best player. On a good night, he looks like top 5. Brown, same shit. Not top 5 for Brown, but I'd say close to top 10, and then he's around 20 on a bad night. If you get that, and you just surround them with fucking defenders.
Well, here's the thing.
Championship team.
Once you pay that money out, wave goodbye to Al Horford. Wave goodbye to Derek White. Wave goodbye to the key pieces, Malcolm Brogdon, wave goodbye to that. You're going to have to pay, or Time Lord. You know, two of those guys are gone for sure.
I'd have to deep dive on their contract situations, but
well, I'm glad you. I did a little preview before we went up on this pod and looked at it.
They locked in or no?
Oh, Al Horford coming up. Robert Williams is the only one locked in, and Marcus Smart. Like,
bro, do they need Al Horford though?
Yeah. They need Al Horford.
I can't get Kevin Love.
The whole oh no. I'd love that as a Hawks fan. Give them a supermax and then spend the rest on Kevin Love, please.
Bro, honestly, they just need defenders, dude. Because Tatum and Brown, that's 50 points. But for some reason, their defense is on and off. And their defense has been bad for months, but nobody wanted to talk about it because everybody looks long and active and it looks like they're doing shit. Mm-hmm. They need some legit, like, actual good defenders on the fucking team.
Bro, the salary cap is like $123 million. If Brown making 45 and Tatum is making 45, that's $90 million. Malcolm Brogdon is under contract for like $18 million a year.
Give me Dort.
That's, what is it, $108 million already. Robert Williams is under contract for $15 million a year. That's $123 million already, and you're over the salary cap with 4 players. You don't even have a fifth starter or a bench, and you're already salary cap into the luxury tax.
Let me get Tyus Jones. Let me get a Dort.
Tyus Jones going to get a bag. Dort already got a bag.
How much is Dort getting paid? He sucks.
He got a good contract. His shit is like 5 years for $80 million or something.
Cam Thomas?
Deal.
Cam Thomas?
See, you said defense, and now you're talking about Cam Thomas. And that's what.
Hey, if we can't play no defense.
If they give out 2 supermaxes, they're going to be exactly what you described.
If we can't play defense, we go the other way. Score 150 points a night, baby. Fuck it.
So that was the biggest thing for me, the Tatum and Brown thing, and how that's going to affect the Celtics' ability to build their team and keep this dynasty or whatever the fuck you call it intact. And then the other one was just the disgusting fact that people got bamboozled into voting Julius Randle third team All-NBA.
That was interesting. That was definitely interesting. I mean,
you know what? I'm going to do it.
Go for it. What the fuck are you doing?
Shit, one more second, Terry. Couldn't do it.
Oh, Garrett just took off his fucking Knicks sweatshirt. Damn, it's like that, buddy? It's over?
Here and talk about Julius Randle on third team. Hey, wearing a goddamn Knicks shirt. It's blasphemous. I won't support it.
Yeah, well, I mean, he got third team. Damian Lillard got third team. LeBron got third team. And Fox and Sabonis. Fox and Sabonis, if I'm looking at that lineup, overqualified for third team.
Yeah. Fox. I didn't even pick Sabonis. So
no, you didn't.
You should be happy you made 13. And especially after everyone saw the playoffs and your real self got exposed. You should fucking frame this shit and be the crowning achievement of your career. The biggest one I had a problem with, though, Luka Doncic, first team guard.
They just gave it to him.
Didn't make the play-in?
Yeah.
Guard?
They just gave it to him.
If you guys wanted empty stats, Trae Young made the fucking playoffs.
Yeah, they just gave it to him. I think at this point, Trae Young is a little underrated. I mean, because if we're letting Luka just make first team, just because of his name alone, come on, where's Trae Young at, guys? I mean, he's
just had 28 and 10. I don't think he deserved to make All-NBA. Let me be clear. I didn't select him for my team.
You think Luka deserved it?
No, but yeah.
Not first team, but just All-NBA.
I had him third team forward on mine.
I think I put him on third.
Yeah. My third team forward.
That's my thing. I got the Bradley Beal.
I put him in Julius Randle's spot. That's where Luka finished the game. Last four.
Yeah. For me, I call it the Bradley Beal. If you score 30 points and you're an 8th seed or below, you're third team. I can't give you first team.
No.
Like, Donovan Mitchell had a great season. Why couldn't he be first team guard?
Yep. And lastly, I want to give the flowers where they're due to the voters who did not select Ja Morant for any of the top 3.
Oh, nah, he didn't get it. It's all good. I get it.
That trip to the strip club ended up costing much more than the money on the floor. as he
because
in about $70 million if I'm not making All NBA.
Yep. Whatever, man. He's rich. It don't matter.
After the All NBA teams came out, they asked him about it, and Josh said, "I'm fine on All NBA.
I'm fine." Hey, what about you know who didn't vote for Jokic?
No, they put the names out.
Mark Jackson.
Why does he have a vote? What? Mark Jackson?
He's a commentator. He watches a lot of games. What do you mean? Why does he have a? He has a lot. He watches all the games. He's a commentator.
Motherfucker filled out his ballot in blue, green, orange, tan, white, black, brown, crayon.
Oh man, hold on. I gotta
All
show
I
you.
can say about Mark Jackson's votes is, "Uh-oh, mama, there goes that man again."
Hey, Bill Simmons said, "Hand down, man down." Yo, it was egregious, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
Come on, Mark.
not a mistake. You haven't gotten a head coaching interview in 10 years.
Yeah, he'll never be.
It's not a mistake.
He'll never be a coach again. It's done.
Even single-handedly responsible for keeping him in the public consciousness and for these jobs. And there's not another person on the planet who thinks Mark Jackson should be coaching the NBA.
He apologized, but
He apologized? What?
Yeah,
Even worse.
he messed up. He messed up.
Mark.
So look. He voted Joel Embiid first, whatever. Giannis second, Tatum third, SGA fourth, and Donovan Mitchell fifth.
He's racist.
Yeah, that's a little wild.
That's racist.
That's a little wild.
What? No, he did start David Lee.
He's not racist. He just didn't vote for Nikola Jokic. I don't like what?
There's got to be a good reason. I'm getting on my Kendrick Perkins for here. We need to have a 30 for 30 about Mark Jackson's voting. That's what we need to do.
I wish we could deep dive into his brain and see why he actually forgot. Like, how can you forget Nikola? Come on.
Is that what he said? He said he forgot? Was that part of his apology?
He said he just said he made an honest mistake. I mean, if I want, I don't feel like reading the whole shit. It's kind of long. Hold on.
Is this
how long is it?
Does it read like the NBA ref's apology after missing that?
No. It's not that long. He just said, made an honest mistake with my MVP votes. My apologies to the Denver Nuggets and Nikola Jokic. He's not only a legitimate MVP candidate who deserved my vote, but he is truly one of the all-time greats. Again, my apologies.
No sleepless nights?
I don't see how he messed up. Like, how do you... He's the best player in the league.
Donovan Mitchell?
Bro, SGA fourth, I can't go for that either.
Bro, that was... I need a good laugh. Thank you, Mark.
Big Mark. Hey, Mark, you'll never be a coach again. That's done. That is done. Hand down, man down. He's stuck. Pow! He's out of here, bro.
Who's that peeking in my ballot?
Oh, my God.
Ow!
It's over, man.
Guys, it's been another great episode of the Habitual Line Snippers podcast. I'm going to go warm my nipples up before I carve an ape sculpture with them.
Let's go, Knicks.
You guys, like, subscribe, check out the website. We'll be back on Tuesday to preview the conference finals.
The real conference finals.
Thank you for listening to our podcast this evening. Thank you. You're far too kind.